I'm Danny Epperson at the Stately Commodore Dinner Theater in downtown Portsmouth. Thanks for joining me for WHRO Cinema 15. Up next, a movie about TV on TV. Stay tuned for the 1976 classic, Network. In the early 1970s, writer Paddy Chayefsky had an idea for a movie about television. He was disillusioned and frustrated by the TV networks that would do anything for an audience's attention. He once wrote that television is an indestructible and terrifying giant that is stronger than the government. Those thoughts fueled his darkly satirical script for the film Network. Network tells the story of a fictional broadcasting company, an unstable news anchor, and what happens when cynical television executives grotesquely capitalize on the anchor's nervous breakdown.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Directed by Sidney Lumet, Network features an exceptional ensemble cast, including Faye Dunaway, William Holden and Peter Finch, Beatrice Straight, and Robert Duvall. Their performances earned the film Academy Awards for Best Actress, Actor, and Supporting Actress. But the film's biggest star was still that script. Faye Dunaway said that Network was the only film I ever did that you didn't touch the script because it was almost as if it were written in verse. Lumet respected the genius of those pages and included the writer in every aspect of production. Chayefsky was a constant presence on set, offering creative direction, rewriting dialogue, and offering advice to the actors. Network earned Chayefsky his third Oscar for Best Original Screenplay, and the Writers Guild of America voted it one of the 10 greatest in cinema history. Even though Network premiered more than 40 years ago, it feels just as relevant today. Some say it was almost clairvoyant in its prediction of the future of television. Let's watch for ourselves and decide. I'll be right back after the movie for more behind the scenes. But for now, hit the lights. Coming up next, Network. That was intense. When Network premiered in 1976, it caused quite a sensation. But not everybody was fond of the film, especially TV news folks. Barbara Walters worried that the film might harm TV's image and insisted there would never be a showbiz approach to the news because, quote, we will never let it happen. Chayefsky decided to write letters to prominent broadcasters explaining that he, quote, never meant this film to be an attack on television as an institution in itself, but only as a metaphor for the rest of the times. That memorable dialogue by outraged news anchor Howard Beale has become one of the most quoted scenes in modern film.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
That quote became a wildly popular catchphrase in the 1970s. According to Sidney Lumet, the famous speech was filmed in 1.5 takes. In the middle of the second take, Peter Finch suddenly stopped. He was exhausted, and Lumet didn't push him to do a third take. Sadly, Finch suffered a heart attack while promoting the film's release. He died before the 1977 Oscars and became the first performer to receive a posthumous Academy Award.
Accepting the award for the late Peter Finch, Mr. Paddy Chayefsky.
On a more upbeat note, the actress Beatrice Straight, who played the betrayed wife of William Holden's character, holds the record for the shortest performance ever to win an Oscar.
And if you can't work up a winter passion for me, the least I require is respect and allegiance.
She was only on screen for 5 minutes and 2 seconds. Faye Dunaway also took home a Best Actress Oscar that night for a part she considered, quote, one of the most important female roles to come along in years.
Thank you very much.
For all the accolades and acclaim, Network did not win Best Picture in 1977. Director Sidney Lumet was supposedly furious about the film's knockout punch from a low-budget movie about a boxer named Rocky. I'm Danny Epperson, and I'll see you next week for WHRO Cinema 15 and another classic movie.